Peace be with you and welcome to Spiritual Court. I heard the full moon is so ghetto. The full moon is so ghetto. So a lot of people trying to use these scrambling frequencies by way of false projections, fear tactics, okay, onto the chosen ones. Spirit is saying this is all that they can do is project out the energy that they are in at this point. They can't harvest, okay? Pathway. Creator is here, okay? Always remember to take what resonates, leave what does not. Why did I hear the Most High God say the full moon was so ghetto? Clarify the full moon. What happened? Yeah. Abuse. So a lot of you could be feeling cords breaking, cords being burned away, frequencies being eliminated out of your energy. You could feel people going through towers. Okay. You could possibly even feel some of these people passing away, trying to hold on to your essence. Why are they trying to do this? Because if the physical body drops and it's time for them to cross over and or transition, they want a little bit of your essence in order to come back into the world and reincarnate. Crazy, because we know that essence doesn't die, right? And some of them are dying, but they're dying under false pretenses. They're being eliminated, and energy that never belonged to them, essence, energy, destinies, soul essence, energy that didn't belong to them, they want to hold on to carry that into death. Creative, right? Maybe, but not so much. Creator says, I'm going to always keep the collective 1,000 steps ahead. Clarify, why was this so ghetto? Some of them were trying desperately. Yeah, they're doing something. They're trying to put a veil. I don't know. We don't care. We know, but it's not important. So you got abuse and you got veil, abusing divination, abusing harvesting energy. Some of these people are down for the count. They know that their days are numbered. Some of them are getting bad news about their health. Okay. I did like a preliminary reading over at the Divine High Priestess Activated Divine Beings group, where we talked about how your energy is now a hot commodity. People that don't have anything to lose will do anything because they have nothing to lose. So they're going above and beyond in an attempt to do what has worked for them in the past with the hopes that they can take a little bit of your essence and bind you to death as they are passing away. But again, the goal is to reincarnate and come back again. Clarify. Spirit is like, hell no. Didn't I just tell you? Death magic. A lot of people went to the graveyard last night. Desperate attempts calls for desperate measures. The full moon got real ghetto. Clarify death magic. What happened? Now they're trying to jump a timeline only to meet animosity at the end of the block. Moving on is like trying not to look back at what they did, but somebody's in a state of animosity because it didn't work. Something was an instant backfire. Some of these people feel abused by their own essence or by their own energy that they're putting out. They don't like the feeling of abuse. So they're being left in energies or dense frequencies based on what they projected out to people for far too long. Trauma, abuse. They're feeling it in their moments of death, and they're still trying to hold on to our essence. Clarify this death magic. Animosity. Somebody is mad because we're too protected. That's what I just heard. Ice King energy. Somebody feels like I'm going to bind you to the grave. They want to bind you to the grave. So basically, they want to put the collective in the grave and then they go amongst the living. But some of these people are unaware that they're already dead. Ritual. I can't make it up. The demons are snitching on them. Listen, we're held in high honor, which means that we could have felt this from a higher frequency. You could have been aware that somebody was attempting to recreate an illusion of death or death spell around a dense echo of your old version of yourself. This is how desperate these people are. So they're reaching for whatever little bit of essence you left in fragmented timelines, meaning you're giving I was here type energy, right? Digging in the trash for old versions of you to try to see if you left a little bit of your essence behind because you're held in high honor. We're already on a whole nother timeline. So they can't reach for your new energy. So they're going into the Akasha. Okay. Clarify. You did death magic. Okay. And the shit backfired. Love spells, destruction. So somebody did a love spell and a death spell. Till death do us part. But now that death is here for them, somebody's been dead and they don't know it. They're just dead. Or maybe they do. Maybe they already feel dead. Okay. Enamor. Okay. This could have been a love spell, binding spell, death magic, total and complete destruction. Somebody's in an energy of animosity because something didn't work. Okay. Desperate measures, desperate situations, desperate circumstances. Clarify this person. What happened? Destruction. Because you're ascending. So you got a karmic masculine, an ice king, could be an air sign, could be any sign. Let's just say that it is a karmic masculine. This person went to the graveyard to try to bind you and your beauty. So they did a beauty spell and a death spell. Somebody wants a death to your beauty. Somebody wants you to look the way they feel. Karmic masculine. Meanwhile, you're ascending. So the goal was to prevent you from ascending, basically, but you did it anyway. Jezebel in the reverse. This could be sex magic, death spells, glamour spells, I'm the best that you can do type spell, so that you spin the block and come back to a karmic masculine. Child, there is not a divine feminine on this planet that wants to return back to a divine, that wants to return back to a karmic masculine. So this person could want you to believe that they're divine, because I felt real comfortable in saying that. Somebody wants you to think that they're a divine masculine. Jezebel in the reverse. You don't have any sexual urges towards this person. So somebody could have done some type of sexual energy, wanting you to want them in order to open up your energy. Even if you're physically not around this person, somebody wanted you in a sexual frequency. Okay. Maybe hoping that you would masturbate, something like that. But the Jezebel is in the reverse. So somebody wasn't able to feed off your energy in the lower realm. So they need you in a low vibration, like overly sexual to the point that you are not sexually responsible. Okay. A divine feminine is not in that energy. Ascending. Something about your beauty, something about you being beautiful. This could also be like a gluttony spell, overweight. Somebody wants you to be unattractive. Okay. So they did death magic. It was a ritual. Okay. Show us the ritual. They're getting karma. This was instantaneous backfire. This backfired like right away. Clarify what's going on, Holy Spirit. It's a love spell. I can't make this up. You ascended, divine feminine. You went cold on this person. Ice King energy, Queen of Swords energy. You set a boundary. You're not interested. House energy. Somebody could be coming past your house, or they're trying to get into your house. Okay. Abundance. This person wants to bind themselves to you. Okay. Because they know that you're ascending, and with you comes abundance. Divine feminine, you carry abundant energy, and the divine masculine carries abundant energy. And so you got a karmic masculine that's unhappy that his warlock tendencies have yet led him to moments of instantaneous destruction, trying to create some type of sexual energy around you. Somebody could have been trying to block your desires for someone else, or block somebody's desires from you with enamored. Like, it's almost like they don't want people to see you as desirable. This man literally wants to put a veil over your eyes. Okay. Now this could be a feminine coming up in the karmic masculine energy too. You know, they get real creative around these moons. They like to play in the valley in the shadows of death. Clarify. Okay. So this could be anybody. Yeah. Somebody's evil eye went blind. Okay. Somebody was mad, wishing, cursing, hexing. It's really a demonic force speaking through them. This is a dead man walking. This is a dead woman walking. Person is dead. What can we say? It's a demon that has decided to just take up space in this person's vessel. The demon is giving you the evil eye. This person is hosting some type of succubus, sexual deviant, just nasty energy. And they're angry because you don't look like what they thought you would look like. Somebody wants you, I just heard they want you overweight, ugly, something like that, like really messed up. Meanwhile, you keep showing up in this very happy energy by way of ascending. Show me that full moon energy that we felt last night. What was that? Yeah, look at you. You're a sweetheart. Somebody is doing all this to a sweet person, a very innocent soul. Oh, yeah, this is an easy backfire. You got some type of abundance coming in, possibly a house. Some of you could be purchasing a house. Some of you could have just moved into a new space, or there's something coming in for you that belongs to you. And this person wants to kind of come in at the right time to try to feed off of your abundance. This is a leech. Yeah, look, it's your achievements. So every time they do a death spell, a beauty spell, a glamour spell, you seem to ascend beautifully. You see beyond the veil with this love spell. You're not interested in this person at all. At all. They could have come into some type of an agreement with a demon. Somebody could have been born in 1979. Somebody could be 26 years old. Somebody could be 52. Somebody could be 41. Somebody could be 45, 1985. There's a lot of different numbers here. You could be seeing synchronicities of 555. This was like a heads up, letting you know that this person was planning to come towards you, to hurt you. Okay? So this person wanted a blind spot. That's what I just heard clarify. A blind spot. There is a karmic feminine here as well. So you got a karmic feminine and a karmic masculine that were working together, a couple that are desperate over your masculine's energy and your feminine energy, divine feminine. Clarify? They wanted to blind you. Now they're emotionally feeling like they're the victim. Something didn't work. Something really didn't work. I mean, it was a lot of work being done last night. A lot. A lot. I just heard, the sun is shining, the weather is sweet, to the rescue, here I am. I just want you to know, this is where I stand. High priest energy, divine masculine. Somebody's divine masculine came to the rescue, flying monkey's ass energy. This is gossip, this is cursing, this is hexing, this is projecting. This is somebody that spent a lot of hours, a lot of time. It's like textbook, like magic. I just heard textbook voodoo. Somebody could be learning how to do voodoo from the internet. Oh, wow. This is like textbook. This is desperate measures. This is like demonically possessed. The fact that you're untouched and unbothered. You got the high priest here, divine masculine energy. I just heard, here I am, here I stand. Clarify. Somebody's sitting in an energy of anticipation, but they're very, very concerned about what's going to happen because they just did this ritual. You could be seeing 444. You're supposed to come back, or something's supposed to pull you back, or something is supposed to stop you long enough to put you in a sexual energy so somebody can come and eat off of your energy. Clarify. You're busy, toil and labor, and somebody was busy in the graveyard. Definitely a transition. Somebody's about to transition. Somebody could be 38, somebody could be 19 years old. Clarify transition. Yep, because you're a rising star. So your best protection was just to ascend. Your best protection was protecting your energy, being fully aware that somebody was trying to penetrate your aura, pull you back to a fragmented timeline that we don't need to revisit. These timelines are locked and sealed. So when they open up these doors, whoever these people are, whatever they're possessed with, when they open up these doors, they immediately meet complete and total destruction. In fact, I know that's what happened. Somebody went possibly to the gatekeeper to try to open up some type of door. This could also be crossroads work. You're a rising star. You're somebody that's ascending, divine feminine, primarily the divine feminine. There's also a divine masculine that's saying, to the rescue, here I am. Somebody didn't know your divine masculine is with the shits in the spirit realm. Child, poverty. I cannot make this up. I feel like the poverty was somebody not being able to get collective's energy or put you in a low vibration I just heard gluttony. Okay. So gluttony is not always overeating. It could be overspending, overthinking, over sexualized, just everything in excess. Now somebody is looking crazy. They wanted you in poverty. Somebody did a poverty spell, a death spell, a beauty spell, something that they routinely do. It's really nothing new, y'all. It ain't nothing new. Okay. Give me new energy, new timeline energy. Please and thank you. You're unbothered. This came up in the reverse. So the voodoo backfired and your intuition told you that it was going to backfire. So you could have just waited out this energy. You felt this energy trying to come for you and you just waited. It backfired. Clarify voodoo backfiring. Somebody's about to pass away. Yeah, look. Transmutation, ascending. You took all of whatever energy somebody had left in their little, repertoire of dark magic and warlockian ass energy. You took it and you continued on your journey as you should to your North Node, star seed energy. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Somebody's not a nice guy. Somebody's faking the funk and they're really concerned that you're going to figure out that they're not a nice guy. Legal. Somebody's got legal issues or they're caught up in spiritual court. Surprise. Something about a surprise. Surprise in the reverse. So somebody wanted to blindside the divine feminine. They also wanted, there's a karmic feminine that attempted to use some type of essence or energy to go towards your divine masculine. Whoever your divine masculine is, they can't locate this person in the ethers. Somebody is very high ranked, okay? Somebody sits at the top of the wheel of fortune. Big divine masculine energy, direct connection to source. Nice guy in the reverse, surprise in the reverse. This person is going to be surprised about this backfire. Look, karma, it fell right on top of voodoo. Getting karma, this is fair, the scales being balanced for doing voodoo on a sweetheart. Somebody is shocked that you transmuted this energy and that you're in alignment and that your third eye is open, decalcified, you can see, getting a message of concern. They don't know what the hell to do. Who is this? Obsessed. Somebody that didn't want to stop. They have some type of obsession with you. Abandonment and or relationship. So there's a lot of confusion around a union. Somebody's a real divine masculine. Somebody's a false divine masculine. Some of you are with your divine masculines. Some of you are meeting your divine masculines. Some of you have not met your divine masculine and he's protecting you. Somebody thought that somebody else was your divine masculine. They could have done something in the spirit realm and this is not your divine masculine. So you got a karmic masculine that was attacking a guy he thought that was a divine masculine, but in fact, this person is karmic just like him. It's stupid. Relationship and abandonment. Let's get into it. Why is that there? Courthouse. Somebody's like going through a divorce. They could be leaving a relationship. This karmic masculine is leaving a karmic feminine. Divination in the reverse. Somebody was abusing divination or somebody's getting bad news. What's divination in the reverse? Bliss. Somebody doesn't like, somebody got a message of concern. Okay. Whoever this person is that just did this moon magic last night or the night before or whatever the hell they got going on, they went and got some type of reading on you. Divination in the reverse. They got a message of concern. They're shocked and surprised. Whoever the person was that they were attacking, they thought this was your divine masculine. This is, in fact, a karmic masculine, just like them. And so they're both under karma. They both could have been trying to do a love spell over the divine feminine. But in fact, your divine masculine is not somebody who they have access to. They don't even know who your person is. They can't see this person in the spirit realm. This person is too high ranked. You're a rising star, star seed. Somebody went to get a reading and it pissed them off. And they immediately darted their asses over to the graveyard to do some type of death magic because they didn't like the fact that you are either going into a relationship. They don't like the fact that you're in alignment. This person doesn't like the fact that you're at peace, divine feminine, okay? And that you're achieving your goals and that you look really, really good, unbothered. I can't make this up. This man is jealous of your beauty. I just heard, and your body, and you're the rising star. Somebody is angry because you've gotten over them. You are the star seed. You are a healer, and you're getting good karma. You're in your north node. Your intuition is on point. Somebody could have been born in 1987, and your pathway has been cleared. You're getting your manifestations. I can't make this up. Look, divine feminine, single, sexy, and successful. This person went and got some type of reading, message and divination in the reverse, and it pissed them off to the highest points of festivity. Somebody was like, bitch. Maybe it was them or maybe it was the demon, but somebody darted that ass over, hightailed their ass over to the graveyard, did something, put a lot of nasty energy into it, and prayed for your total and complete destruction. But you're somebody that's held in high honor. The voodoo backfired. Now somebody's in poverty. They don't know what the hell to do. Abandonment, okay? They feel abandoned by you, or they could be trying to abandon this. You're coming up as a sweetheart. You're being vindicated in spiritual court. Your abundance is here. You could be buying a new house or a house belongs to you. Take what resonates. Somebody's about to check out or they already did. This surprise is going to hit them like they never thought. Somebody wanted to blindside you. The element of surprise. Somebody wanted a tower to sneak up on you. They also tried to abuse you in the spirit. Somebody wanted you all battered and bruised, okay, energetically. Whoever this other masculine is, it looks like there's 2-3 karmic masculines that were doing fighting over your energy or doing love spells. Child, they out in the ethers just bumping heads, okay, with their stupid selves. You're not a Jezebel, okay? You don't want to sleep with these people, but you got a karmic feminine that wants your divine essence. She wants your poom poom essence because she knows you carry the gates of heaven between your legs. Why? Because you're an earth angel. So your sex is healing. Dirty bitch. They're obsessed, okay? They worked really, really hard. Now they're sitting up looking at the wall, looking at the clock, in this emotional woe is me as energy playing the victim. Somebody's sitting up with the spirit of animosity and anger because this karmic masculine wants to come towards a divine feminine that doesn't want them. So the karmic feminine is trying to find out who your divine masculine is. She runs into another karmic masculine like the one that she's with, which is your ex or whoever the hell this is. And now they're all looking crazy. You got about 3-4 karmic masculines here that were doing love spells last night. And they all ran into each other in the ethers. Just imagine you got 3, 4, 5 people, okay? A couple of karmic feminines, a couple of karmic masculines. They're all fighting over divine feminine's essence. And whoever your divine masculine is, he's a high-ranked person that's really close to the divine. This person has a lot of power, okay? And somebody is being exposed for not being a nice guy. So it's almost like these people were like on a wild goose chase, you know, in the ethers, trying to locate your energy, trying to locate your masculine's energy, only to find out that they went the wrong way. Look, 7 of Swords and Judgment. I love it. You could have thrown off your scent, something like that. Or these people, whatever somebody was using that belonged to you, that was allowing them to track you down in the spirit realm, they can't find your scent. What they found was immediate judgment and immediate destruction. 4 of Cups. Somebody was up all night, honey, working that potion, working that root. They was working that potion. Whoa. Should have found you something better to do. Show me the divine feminine tower. You invoked a tower, or you came to the moment of realization of who these people were and what they had going on. The Chariot. You jumped the timeline. I know that's what's right. I know that's what's up. I know that's what's right. Show me what I need to see. Child, we were out of there. Where are these people? Where exactly were they traveling to? Because wherever they were traveling to, we just weren't there. Clarify. The fool. Somebody feels like you outsmarted. Somebody feels like you outsmarted them. But in reality, they should not have ever have tried to locate you in the ethers. And they would not have caught a tower. It's like you, a divine feminine, it's like you throwing a bomb. Boom. It throws off your scent. Somebody then goes in an opposite direction towards judgment. Four of Cups. They miss an opportunity to like keep up with you. It's like the door closes. Somebody's like, how when you're like on the elevator and somebody's like, wait. And they put like a body part in the elevator, a shoulder, an arm, a foot, hold the door, somebody's ass got crushed. The door closed. Look, trying to be sneaky and deceptive because you're going through an ascension. But in fact, you already jumped a timeline, divine feminine and masculine. Ace of Cups with the Fool. We already on the whole other timeline. What the hell these people want? What these people want from us, collective. What they want. What they want from us. Tell me what you want from me. Okay, that's enough. I went too far. The world. Okay, the door closed. I'm telling you, the door closed on somebody. Ace of Swords. Somebody was met with the truth at the ethers, in the ethers by the gatekeeper. The gatekeeper says, what are you doing here? Somebody told the gatekeeper to open up the door, and then they met a tower immediately. You could have left this person a tower at the door. You could have known that they were going to try to jump a timeline with you or bind into your energy so that they can move forward with you. Yeah, this is like a binding spell. Bind you to the grave. Somebody want to bind you to the grave. Show me this graveyard magic. There's a karmic feminine here. What'd you do, girl? Oh, now you want to be friends? Can we be friends? Somebody's saying, oh, well, I can't beat you, so I might as well join you. We don't want to be your friend. What'd you do? Two of Cups. Somebody wants to be your friend. The Hangman. They want you to see them as a Two of Cups, as an ally in the spirit. No, this is a desperate attempt. Monitoring spirit. Somebody has an eye in the sky. Somebody wants to monitor you. They could be using a mirror, a crystal ball, scrying, because they want to know who your person is. But they're coming to you as a friend in the spirit, but this is a false illusion. Clarify, monitoring eye in the sky. What you watching for? The Hierophant. So you're watching the Hierophant? Clarify, or you want to be the Hierophant? Six of Swords. Somebody's watching the Hierophant transition to a whole new timeline. This is the divine collective. We represent the Most High. They're watching us. Six of Swords. Somebody is desperate to like create a hook, line, and sinker. They want to create a hook to your energy, collective. As we go through these new doors or this new level, this is what somebody wants. So they're watching. So they're studying. They're gathering information. How can we shapeshift into this illusion of the Six of Swords, a healer's energy, and the Hierophant's energy? Carefully watching you from an eye in the sky. Clarify the eye in the sky. Six of Wands. They're trying to figure out how you're getting a victory. This could be also a karmic feminine that wants to come in and be friends with you. Clarify the eye in the sky. Karmic feminine. They wanted to blind your eyesight so you couldn't see them. See? Two of Swords. So this is a fake, phony person. Their illusion is shabby. It's not working. You got the Ace of Swords here. You got the Hierophant, and you could see this person with your eyes wide shut. Nine of Pentacles. You're independent, self-sufficient. Somebody's watching you. So if they're watching you this closely and they're studying you as the Hierophant, Six of Swords, how you got this victory, that means that they're taking note. Can't beat you, I might as well join you. The full moon is ghetto as hell. Clarify, spirit say, hell no. Didn't I just tell you it was an illusion? Somebody's heavily projecting. So they could be in the astral realm for a greater part of the day, or they're trying to pull you in the astral realm so that you're detached from your physical body enough that they can take some of your essence that failed, and now they want to be friends. But they really don't want to be friends. They just want to get close to you to extract your secrets and figure out, how did you transmute death? How? What did you do? How did you do it? I want to know. I need to know. How are you getting this victory over what I sent you? Page of Swords. So they're keeping an eye on you. Okay? Clarify. They're keeping an eye on you. This came up in the reverse. It's a dark high priestess here. Clarify. Eight of Pentacles. I can make it up. And they're sending you sexual energy. So you have a dark high priestess feminine sending a divine feminine energy, sexual energy, toil and labor. This person could like the same sex, Knight of Wands, okay? Somebody's in their masculine energy, Knight of Pentacles, and they're trying to cloak themselves as your divine masculine, or they're trying to change your scope of view, projecting onto you how you see your divine masculine so that you miss an opportunity with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups, which is not possible. You're already connected to your divine masculine. Justice is here. Balance was instantly restored. Somebody was remote viewing, looking in places that they should not have been. They could have even attempted to try to put a spirit in your eye, honey, to see into your soul, baby. Nine of Cups. Somebody wants to know who is your man, who is your woman, because they know that this is a very powerful spiritual connection. And if they can just get close to your man, honey, they will sneak up on him with the Five of Swords. It appears as though somebody put their foot in their mouth and took their punk ass to the graveyard for nothing. Four of Cups. This person's sitting up feeling depleted and defeated. They put a lot of work in. Somebody put a lot of work in. The devil, they put a lot of work in. Somebody was like, oh, this shit is going to work. This is somebody hyping themselves up, you know, doing their spell work like, hype me up. Hype me up. They talking to the devil, though, telling the devil to hype them up. Three of Swords in a reverse. It backfired. So this person wants you bound to pain. They want you to doubt love. They want you to fear being in love with the Three of Swords in the reverse. This is an illusion. Somebody wants to be the eye in the sky, but you got the eye of the tiger. Somebody's about to get their whole eyeball scratched out, looking at somebody that they don't need to be looking at with your evil eye. Six of Cups, you want us bound to the past and pain, but you bound to the past and pain. So how about we open up a door to this person, Akashic Records, right? Since they like digging around in your trash and the shadows. Oh, they wouldn't be able to take it. The Five of Wands, this is them fighting their shadows. Somebody's shadows stick around for a little bit too long. Now they're fighting. Yeah, they're playing around in somebody else's Akashic Records to try to figure out how to bind you to heartbreak and heartache so that you don't go towards your real commitment. They don't want you to see your person as the person. Hermit and the Four of Swords. Somebody wants you to be exhausted, okay? Tired and sick. This could have been a death spell, sickness spell. Show me this person. Child, is over. Whoever they collaborated with, I just heard somebody's using their child as a shield. Okay, that's what's up. You and your child or whatever y'all got going on with the devil, it's a wrap, okay? We just need you to know that. High Priestess in a reverse. You can't shapeshift fast enough. Whatever the hell you got attached to you, that shit is turning on you and it's snitching on you. Nine of Swords. This was to attack your health, to isolate you, attack your health so that they could attack you, basically. The scales got immediately balanced. Who are you punching around with? These are whole ascended masters, boo-boo. Somebody doesn't like your spiritual rank. They don't want to see you as the Hierophant. They don't need to. It was never up to them. It was always a decision by the Creator. So your argument is with the Creator about who the Creator has chosen to be a chosen one, somebody who consciously hearkened to the call of the Creator in the wilderness, in the dark night of the soul, and answered the call. And now you're trying to get information. What's the 411 ass energy? You should have stayed in your own section. You should have stayed at your own table. King of Swords in the reverse is significant as well. Hexing, cursing, wishing bad. This ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna work. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. They refuse to walk away. Somebody's trying to decide if they want to walk away or not. The Eight of Cups is in the reverse. Or to the side. Three of Wands. They want a remote view. Somebody's in the astral realm watching. They've been there all day. They just want to watch you. And then in the night, they come down and they try to see what type of work they can do to go against your work. Somebody's trying to see, are you with your person or not? Are y'all having sex or not? Are y'all going out on dates or not? Are y'all together or not? Nosy ass, remote viewing ass person. You're going to get trapped between one of these realms. You're already dead. Your fate has already been motherfucking decided. That's what you get. Somebody went to a karmic masculine thinking that they were going to pull you back to an old cycle and bind you to a karmic masculine, a Knight of Wands in the reverse that you broke up with, and they were going to go after your divine masculine, but the person that they went after was a karmic masculine. They can't see your divine masculine. Look, Six of Cups, digging in the trash. And this is the thing. Whoever this person is, they're fighting their own shadows. If you open up a door to their Akashic records, this person will go crazy. The Star. This person is still hopeful that maybe they can destiny swap with you. I don't know. They just felt like, maybe it's still possible. Bitch, you sound dumb. They want to be the star. Okay, boo. You're going to be the star. They want your light. They want your sun. Something about your son, something about your child, something about your light, something about you, something about giving birth to a starseed baby, something about your destiny. Somebody went into your birth chart. Somebody wants to know your sun sign, your moon sign, your sign. Very methodical. Now they're in the Nine of Swords because remote viewing into your consciousness by way of the dark night of the soul is not what they thought. What they did was they bound themselves to the devil and they met your demons. Somebody's like, what the hell is protecting you? Why is the devil protecting you? Why are the angels protecting you? Why is the Most High God protecting you? It's not that the devil is protecting us. The devil knows that the devil don't want no smoke with the Most High God. The Most High God was like, bitch, didn't I just tell your dumb ass? Didn't I fucking tell you to leave the chosen one alone? I feel like some of these people are remedial, y'all. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I feel like they like functioning high autistic people that are faking like they're intelligent, but they're not. And I'm not making fun of anybody that is autistic. But I feel like something ain't all the way right there with the brain cells or something. I don't know. Somebody could be eating too many French fries and drinking too much coffee. Something ain't all the way right. You're not getting the proper nutrients or vitamin D because I feel like the Most High God has told your punk ass time and motherfucking time again. And you just keep knocking on the same door, doing the same spell work, hoping that you get, and your shit is literally backfiring within the hour. Why do you keep sending demons to a Hierophant who knows what to do with the energy? Do you want to be unalived? If that is the case, we can make that happen. We can put in a call with the death angels. So mote be, because apparently you got a death wish. And you tried to attack a divine masculine. That wasn't a divine masculine. It was a karmic masculine. So now somebody's in a spiritual entanglement with the warlock or ex or karmic masculine that you've since moved on from, divine feminine. I can't make this up. Now this person's like, I don't want this no more. No. This is destiny swap, remember? You wanted everything that the divine feminine had. You wanted to wear her underwear. You wanted to wear her hat, her shoes. You want to know, oh, what does she have to go through? Who are these people in her past? You opened up the door and then you got bound to a karmic masculine and now his ass is whooping the shit out of you on a spiritual level. Child, this is too good. This is too good to be true. Remote viewing. Eye of the tiger is the thrill of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. How does the rest of the song go? Somebody is done, son. This is what happens when you're a looky-loo and you peekabooing around corners and trying to tap into realms that you don't need to be messing around with. What's up with that graveyard work you did the other day? What's up with that graveyard work? Show us. Tell us. I want to be the empress. I want to be saved. This is a Captain Save-A-Ho, a H-E-A-U-X. They want to wear your essence because they believe that's the only thing that can save them. So now they're coming in as if they are this ally. Somebody wanted to speak into your mind, speak into your consciousness, to decode your secrets, They want to see. They like, because they've already done everything that they possibly can. So they feel like if they keep repeating the magic, that this time I'm going to watch you closely. I'm going to do the death spell and then I'm going to watch you because I need to know, what are you doing? How are you doing it? But really, they're just getting themselves a tower because whoever they're thinking that they're doing the magic on, it's not us. We're already in a new timeline. We're gone. So what exactly are you working with? What energies are you working with? Let us know, because now we're watching you for educational purposes. Who are you attacking? It's not us. 5 of Cups, child. 5 of Cups is sad, grief, depressed, a mess, because the devil got you bound and caught up in some type of net. Somebody's like, how did I get stuck? 3 of Swords is like a heart attack spell, binding spell. Somebody could have been like trying to bind themselves to your heart, but this is a karmic feminine who's trying to act like they are a divine masculine, but they're trying to bind themselves to a karmic masculine. And the karmic masculine is mentally unhinged, and now they're bound to a karmic masculine from your past, a cycle that you closed out, divine feminine. Somebody's bound to a karmic masculine. In the 9 of Swords, yeah, you fool. Somebody thought you were going to go towards somebody, but instead you balanced out your life and you've moved on, divine feminine. Somebody thought you were going to go towards somebody in the past. Empress energy. I can't make this up. This person is currently catching a tower. So something could have been done in the night, by the morning, before the sun came up. Somebody couldn't feel your energy, or they couldn't remote view into your life. The 8 of Cups, they're on the run. Somebody could be running. The Star and the 5 of Cups. I don't know. You're still coming up as the Empress, the Star energy. They can't figure you out because your secrets are sacred. It's like a breach of confidentiality. Why are you digging in somebody else's business where you have no business? Somebody's mad because their business is going out of business, so now they want to get into your business, abandoning their own destiny. Somebody's begging now for their raggedy ass destiny back because playing in our Akashic records got that ass in the 9 of Swords. That's exactly what you get. So try to figure your way up out of this web that you tangled yourself into. This whatever the hell this is. This person's catching a tower. They're mad because we can see them. 5 of Cups. What you sad about? What you mad about? Or somebody's pouring 5 cups of something, wine, vodka, something, to try to numb them so they don't come into the reality of that they messed around and effed up. Christ consciousness. The divine is here. Ace of Wands. Clarify. Monitoring spirit. What's good, monitoring spirit? They're trying to see who you're going towards. They're really, really preoccupied about your 2 of Cups. Okay? Queen of Wands energy. This person wants to be friends. Clarify this Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 7 of Cups. It's an illusion. Girl, we don't care about your sins. Just stay away from our table. I know it was written that a table would be prepared for us in the presence of our enemies, but we are not RSVPing to the dinner. We don't want to eat, break bread with you, drink with you. So the illusion that you are on our side is not something that we're falling for. We don't give a damn if you an eye in the sky, an eye on the ground, an eye in the mirror, whatever the hell you're trying to do. 7 of Cups is an illusion. Beauty spells. Somebody was up all night doing beauty spells. Oh, that's cute. Okay. So look at this person with your eyes wide shut so you can see who they are. Don't be distracted by a pretty, cute little face. It's the whole devil right here. Clarify. Ciao, bye. The 9 of Wands. They're trying to cloak themselves. They're guarded, but they're really wounded. They got their feelings hurt in the ethers, got their ass whooped. They don't know what to do. They're not supposed to be in your energy, but they are trying to approach you, Empress, as a friend in the spirit. Spirit is saying this is an illusion. Glamour spells, glamour magic. Somebody's like, okay. Somebody paid somebody to assist them, so they could have paid a practitioner too. 6 of Pentacles. And the 4 of Cups, only to miss an opportunity. So somebody paid some money to have something done, to bind to you, to get to your masculine, go into your Akashic records or something like that. It's like a lot of topsy-turvy ass energy. that was supposed to leave the Empress in the illusion so that whoever this Queen of Wands is could come in and be a fake Queen of Wands when really you're the real Queen of Wands. You could be a Taurus, a Libra, or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a Scorpio, a Pisces, okay? Capricorn energy. Sagittarius energy is here heavy. 4 of Cups. Cancerian energy, 7 of Cups. Scorpio energy, okay? Somebody's crazy. They made an offering. Clarify this demon that you made an offering to sacrifice you. Then they turned around and did a glamour spell and a beauty spell, and then they tried to do a love spell over the Empress. So after they tried to sacrifice you, they then did a glamour spell so that you wouldn't see that it was them. You would have some type of sympathy towards them and accept their friendship in the spiritual realm. Clarify? Hangman in the reverse. Somebody didn't even see this coming. 6 of Cups to bind you to the past. People love playing in the Akashic records. They don't want to admit the fact that you are the Hierophant and that you've made peace with your past. This person loves like opening up old doors. Like they want you to be in this illusion, and we just are not, honey. This person could be guarding their child because they're afraid that something's going to backfire on their child. There's a boy here. Knight of Swords, Knight of Coins. They're afraid that something's going to backfire on their child, but Five of Pentacles, they abandon their child in the spirit. Somebody's child don't even have a spirit. Wheel of Fortune, you stole your son's destiny so you could live and he could be, yeah, you left your son out in the cold. Five of Pentacles, you abandoned your son. You attacked your own son for his destiny. The Wheel of Fortune. So the reason why they want your Empress energy is so that they can change a sacrifice that they made to unalive their son or to take their son's destiny. Somebody's like, okay, I took my son's destiny, but now I'm going to go take somebody else's destiny, and hopefully I can come back and get my son from out of the Five of Pentacles. What? Huh? Oh, you made a real deal with the devil. You made a real deal with the devil, whoever you are. 10 of Pentacles, girl, you know you crazy. 5 of Cups, the devil tricked you out of your soul and your child's soul. And now you fighting the devil. Now you sitting up here with your son's destiny. So he's just an empty vessel walking around. Oh yeah, she don't like us being in her Akashic records. Look, 8 of Swords, didn't I tell you? This is somebody that likes playing in people's Akashic records to put them in the 5 of Cups and put them back in the shadows. But when you go to knock on the door, open up her Akashic record, she's in the 8 of Swords, child. Oh, all her skeletons are coming out. 8 of Wands in the reverse. This is an instant backfire. So let's talk about it. You got a karmic feminine who really wants to be a divine feminine. Queen of Wands energy. 7 of Cups, that's a beauty spell, beauty magic. Absolutely beautiful on the surface because she's carrying her son's essence and his soul. You made a deal with the devil, didn't you? 8 of Swords. And then you try to find out who this divine feminine's masculine is. She could have even tried to find out if you had children or something like that. She's trying to get a soul for her son, okay? Because she stole his and she feels that's only right. She's not that heartless, but really she is. Sacrifice, the Hangman in the reverse. So she's on the hunt for people's divine masculines so that she can give her son destiny swap with a divine masculine and her son, or get a divine masculine's destiny for her son. Whose soul that you took? Girl. It's a Tower. Somebody's down for the count. That is crazy. That is crazy. My left eye is twitching. Why is my left eye twitching? My nose is itching now. That's the truth. Damn. And she's mad, Queen of Cups, because you tried to come for somebody who's very intuitive, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and energy, or somebody, no matter what your sign is, you're in this Queen of Cups energy, Five of Cups. Now she's grieving, sadness. Child, I know you lied. Three of Swords, separation, divided. Eight of Wands, communication is it's an instant backfire, judgment. Oh my God. Show me this little boy. Six of Wands. Yeah, when she leaves or passes away, he'll get his soul back. This is an innocent baby, a chosen one. Six of Wands, he's gonna get a victory. So that's a blessing. So she's trying to hurry up and do something. She's trying to hurry up and do something. Like either she wants him to get his spirit back, or the destiny swap was supposed to be temporary, and then she would get somebody else's spirit. It's like she needed his destiny, his energy, his essence long enough that she could hunt down a divine masculine, divine feminine, get their essence, and then he would get a victory. He's going to get a victory either way. This is an innocent child. But Two of Pentacles in the reverse, she keeps making things worse. Who keeps telling her that this is going to work? Or maybe she's just convincing herself. You know, once you make these deals with the devil pretty much can squeeze the common sense out of you. It's a Leviathan spirit, very prideful, very egotistical. Yeah, death. It's over. This person is done. I don't know what she's trying to do. She feels like this is going to work, but death and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, it's over. The universe is not only seeing that what she's doing being to be negligent to this child, but you're attacking divine feminines and masculines because you took your son's destiny because karma came back. You were supposed to have been gone, checked out. So you made a deal with death and the devil to stay longer, and you sacrificed your son. Now you're trying to undo that, or this was supposed to be just long enough for you to get somebody else's destiny. That's what you did, girl. Or somebody's divine masculine, one of the two, whichever comes first, the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is no friend of the divine collective. She failed. She failed herself. She failed. Look, the Hierophant. You came after a Hierophant. You got good taste. That's high vibrational energy, direct connection to source. You wanted this high level commitment. You can't have that, girl. Look. Somebody's emperor is not available, honey. Hierophant and the emperor. Six of Pentacles. She approached this man in the ethers and he was guarded. Nine of Wands. He laughed at her. He said, you are not divine feminine energy. What the hell are you doing? Two of Cups is in the reverse. Instant backfire. Ciao bye. Ciao bye. King of Pentacles. Ciao bye. This man is a real spiritual. This man is a real spiritual gangster, man. The Three of Wands, he's watching this from a distance. Somebody sits in a high place, held in high honor, y'all. You cannot block this man's intuition. Two of Cups in the reverse. He said, get that shit out my face. The Hangman. Oh my God. He can see this person. A Tower. Ace of Wands, divine intervention. Somebody's intuition is on point. Somebody knows that somebody was trying to bind to your energy in order to be a part of your relationship. But again, divine feminine, divine masculine, a lot of you are just solo dolo. But in the ethers, your contracts have already been fulfilled, which means they're not for the taking. They're protected by the divine. It's an ironclad like agreement, honey, because it's bigger than just my man, my man, my man. This is like divine, divine, divine. This is what these relationships are about. Two people working together for the greater good of humanity. It's bigger than what these low vibrational ass women doing penis spells. And like, y'all are stupid to us. Like, y'all really look dumb to the divine feminine. Yeah, y'all look dumb. You really do. It's very simpleton energy. Okay, it really is. Approaching a divine masculine in the ethers who has mastered semen retention and abstinence and is celibate will get your feelings hurt. Honey, I got the kind of divine masculine that none of you scallywag bitches, roaches on the bottom of the floor can get next to. Honey, my divine masculine will chop your head off before you even think to open up a door. I promise you. This is the message. I love y'all so much. Take what resonates, leave what does not. I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to hype me up, y'all. Like, love, share, subscribe. I genuinely am grateful. I'll see you soon. Peace be with you.